Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy T. And today, I got a little video for y'all. Kyrie Irving versus Boston, the most insane beef in NBA history. Now, do y'all believe this? Kyrie got beef with Boston? I think he do, low-key. I really don't know what type of beef, though. I think the fans just don't like him. The fans say a lot of disrespectful stuff to him. So, me personally, if I was Kyrie, I'd have beef with the whole, you know what I mean, with the whole organization of Boston, too. But that game one, Kyrie, that's unacceptable, bro. Today, game two, who y'all got today? I got Dallas today. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I still got Dallas in 7, bro. Let's not overreact. It's one game, bro. But let's get into the video, bro. We almost at 10K. Like and subscribe. We coming with heat every day.
You leave us like LeBron left us.
Damn.
It's a great
Straight like that?
No.
He capping. We started off the video capping, okay.
Coverage of a potential trade between the Celtics and the Cavs. Kyrie Irving going to Boston.
Did you speak to LeBron James or talk to LeBron James to let them know that you wanted out? Huh. Why not?
Damn.
Why would I have to? You guys would have to.
Damn, straight like that?
I plan on re-signing here next year.
Kyrie Irving will sign a 4-year deal with the Brooklyn Nets.
You're a coward, Kyrie. Kemba's way better for the team. Kyrie.
He's a pathetic coward.
Kyrie's a douche.
See, like, this is what I mean. Like, Boston fans be talking crazy. Kemba is way better is a crazy take, cuz. How long did Kemba play for the Boston? Not that long, bro. I don't even think he's not even in the league no more.
Kyrie Irving going to the Dallas Mavericks.
I just know I want to be places where I'm celebrated. When I was in Brooklyn, where I felt very disrespected, no one ever talks about my work ethic, though. Everyone talks about what I'm doing off the floor, so.
This is the biggest stage there is, Kyrie, and this journey will lead you back to a very talented Boston team.
You know, I had a rough time there when I was in Boston. Now that I'm in a great place to be able to vocalize how I'm feeling, I'm ready to go back into Boston and have fun with my teammates.
Have you ever wondered why Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics don't like each other?
Yeah.
It's a very unique story that I felt like was worth covering, especially because the Boston Celtics are facing off against the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, let me know something.
To the content, my voice is on its last legs, but I'm trying to make this push to 1 million subscribers.
Ooh.
If you want to join our grind, make sure you subscribe and turn on our notifications to help us get to 1 million. And now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro.
How y'all feeling, bro? Is Boston, you know what I mean? Do they got the worst fan base in the NBA? They might. I ain't gonna lie, they real disrespectful in Boston. Kyrie be flicking them off all type. He be stumping on the sign. I know y'all be seeing he stepped on the sign, all type of stuff. He on 11 since they left, though.
To celebrate game 1 of the
So it ain't going too good.
PrizePicks is giving us a free square. All Jason Tatum needs is 1 point in the ASAP, because the closer you get to the game, the more likely to get obviously 1.5. Really spicy. He's done that for the last 5 games. I'm gonna put $25 to win $125 there as well.
That was his parlay for game 1.
Everybody, our
y'all think it hit? I don't think it did.
2017 playoffs. The Boston Celtics are the top seed in the Eastern Conference, being led by a player that finished in top 5 in MVP voting. Isaiah Thomas is a GOAT. Soul of Boston. He's coming off his best season to date, averaging 28.9 points per game, shooting 38% from 3. But unfortunately, tragedy struck for Isaiah Thomas. Right before the first round of the NBA playoffs, Isaiah Thomas learned that his sister China Thomas tragically died in a car accident, but he decided to soldier on and play anyways. When the Boston Celtics beat the Chicago Bulls in the first round, Isaiah Thomas would fly to attend his sister's funeral. But on top of this, Isaiah Thomas suffered a major hip injury back in March, an injury that he himself mentioned that he didn't understand the magnitude of.
The only thing that I think they handled wrong was not explaining to me what the extent of my injury could be if I do play. So if you're gonna tell me it's a bone bruise, I'm playing 10 times out of 10. Right. Like, I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna get through that.
So that was probably the only thing that I wish they would have done different, and I would have really sat down and really asked those questions, like, worst case scenario, what could happen?
But despite that, Isaiah Thomas would have one of the most heroic playoff runs that we've ever seen in NBA history. He would lose his front tooth in game 1 in the Eastern.
What the fuck?
That we've ever seen in NBA history. He would lose his.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, what you doing if you lose your tooth in a game? You just gonna keep playing? I fuck around and tell coach I gotta go home right now, bro.
Game 1 in the
Eastern
Conference semifinals versus the Washington Wizards. But in game 2, he would put up 53 points, the second highest total in Celtics playoff history, becoming the 5th Celtic to score 50 or more points in a postseason game. He would go off in game 7 for 29 points and 12 assists, and would help the Celtics advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2012. But unfortunately, he ran into LeBron James, and in that time, if you ran into LeBron in the Eastern Conference playoffs, then you were essentially done, and that's what happened with the Boston Celtics. The Celtics would get defeated by the Cavaliers in 5 games in the Eastern Conference Finals.
LeBron gave everybody in the East PTSD.
Going to improve their team moving forward. There's a lot
Why
of
his son looks just like him though?
Jay Crowder and Isaiah Thomas actually brought in Kevin Durant for a meeting to try to pitch him on joining Boston as a free agent. We all know how that would turn out. Little did the franchise cornerstone of the Celtics know that he was
the
Celtics franchise cornerstone for much longer. It was kind of crazy. The Boston Celtics would sign Gordon Hayward in free agency.
4-year max.
Thomas would post a video celebrating it. I can't really play it because of copyrighted music.
Nigga,
a month and a half after signing Gordon Hayward in free agency, a blockbuster trade was announced. Isaiah Thomas was traded with Jay Crowder.
They signed that nigga to a 4-year max, bro. And his fucking ankle fell off the first game. That's crazy, bro. That's a crazy waste of money, bro.
Zizic and the Brooklyn Nets unprotected 2018 first-round pick to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Kyrie Irving. This was very shocking because the Cleveland Cavaliers were the top team in the East. People were wondering why Kyrie Irving would ever want to leave LeBron James if he's consistently making it to the NBA Finals. I wonder if this interview had anything to do with it.
Tristan called LeBron a great father after the Chicago game. What?
Oh, a great father. Oh, I thought he's... No, my bad. I interpreted that completely wrong.
So what type of parental role has he played for you and your teammates, LeBron?
Oh, okay. So you parental role? Honestly, I'm you know.
He like, nigga, what?
He's been a great leader for us.
He is. He like, what the fuck, Tristan on? He what the fuck, Tristan on? Father, nigga, what? I'm a grown ass man. You talk about this nigga, a father figure, nigga, what? It was really Tristan that did it. Tristan really did it, bro. That's what it was, bro. It's that fucking with the Kardashian shit, bro.
That's my dad, Frederick Irving. But for us, in terms of learning the nuances of the game and also how to win on the court and also how to carry ourselves off the court, I feel like he's been a great influence in that role.
Now look, I know I joke a lot about this one interview alienating Kyrie Irving for good, but the writing was kind of on the wall for Cleveland. There was speculation that LeBron James wanted to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Kyrie Irving wanted to be the focal point on his own team. What better team to be the focal point of than the Boston Celtics? They had a genius as a head coach in Brad Stevens, a loaded roster featuring the likes of Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, very strong two-way players in Avery Bradley and Marcus Smart, and a very promising bench guard in Terry Rozier. And the Celtics wanted Kyrie
Irving. I forgot Rozier used to play for them.
Led them to the promised land. They felt like Kyrie Irving would be the difference between winning championships for years to come and, well, getting beaten by LeBron James consistently in the Eastern Conference. This trade was a no-brainer. Kyrie Irving was just 25 years old at the time, and you didn't really need to give up much to get him. The Celtics had one of the most legendary off seasons I think we've ever seen in NBA history. They had the #1 overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft, but they traded the #1 overall pick down to the #3 overall pick and selected Jason Tatum, who ended up being the best player out of that top 3. Honestly, it's kind of crazy because the 2016 and 2017
that was a great trade.
Draft featured the same
False's
teams
butt.
picking in the same order, and the Celtics got the best player in both of those drafts. None of those other players stayed on their primary teams, and it pains me to say this because, while I'm a Lakers fan, take a step back and take a look at this picture. I mean, truly understand what's going on when the Celtics took this picture. This is before Jason Tatum played a single basketball game. This is when Al Horford was 7 years younger. This was when Gordon Hayward was fully healthy, Kyrie Irving was 25 years old, and Jaylen Brown was still developing, all coached by Brad Stevens. And this is the craziest part of all. You would think that at the time everybody had the Celtics as the favorites to win in the NBA Finals, and a huge
team would be nice.
Season opener was planned. I mean, you don't really need to be a scriptwriter to know that this would be a home run. Kyrie Irving and his brand new team, the Boston Celtics, face off against his former protege, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. On national television, everybody will be watching. And when everybody was watching, almost instantaneously, the Boston Celtics' incredible plan that featured Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on rookie scale contracts, Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving on max contracts, paired with this incredibly deep roster coached by one of the best coaches in the NBA, all collapsed in a blink of an eye. Just giving you a warning because what you're about to see is a little gruesome.
Are they about to show Gordon Hayward?
Going on, Gordon Hayward suffered a gruesome leg injury, and everything would change instantly.
That nigga ankle was like this.
Injury. The Boston Celtics were still one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, finishing second in the Eastern Conference with a record of 55-27. But the thing that changed everything for this team was Kyrie Irving would get injured in March of 2018. And there's no question about it, this one injury completely altered the trajectory of Kyrie Irving's career. Now without two of their major offseason acquisitions, one would think that the Boston Celtics
injured by his teammate
in the NBA playoffs. But the exact opposite would happen. They would defeat the Milwaukee Bucks in 7 in the first round. How? Well, Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, and Jason Tatum carried this team. I know this is obscene to think of now, but Al Horford averaged 18 points per game in that series.
Al Horford was hooping.
18 points per game as well. A rookie Jason Tatum averaged 15 points per game, and Terry Rozier also averaged 17 points per game. The Boston Celtics were doing fine, but maybe it was just a fluke. Well,
oh my
you
God.
saw more of the same in the second round. This time, Jason Tatum averaged 24 points per game versus the third-seeded Philadelphia 76ers. Terry Rozier averaged 19 points per game. You saw Marcus Smart stepping up a little bit as well, and this would all culminate in a huge 7-game series versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jaylen Brown would take the lead this time with 20 points per game, with Jason Tatum averaging 18 points per game, including the highlight of Jason Tatum's rookie year, a posterizer dunk over LeBron James. But the thing that was interesting about this series is
he banged on Bron.
Making this deep run without Kyrie.
Hey, what y'all doing if y'all bang on Bron, bro? I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I bang on Bron, y'all don't want to see me bang on Bron. Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? That's how I get, bro. Real life, bro. That's how I get if I banged on Bron. Like I overgas it, bro. And then at the end of the game, hey, this is how I come sit down in it. Y'all ready? Look. Y'all see me bang on Bron? As soon as I sat down, I wouldn't even let nobody ask me a question. As soon as I sat down, instantly, bro.
Irving, during Game 7, with an opportunity to go to the NBA Finals on the line, Kyrie Irving was nowhere to be found. As a matter of fact, while his new team was battling against his old team, Kyrie Irving was in New Jersey, recovering from a surgery to fix his deviated septum. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking, Mike, this is a very big deal. He had to recover from surgery. But a deviated septum is something you could get at any time. He could have gotten that surgery the very next day or 2 days later or 3 days later. The recovery is a week long. It's one of the most minor surgeries you could get. I've gotten it before. It was a deviated septum, not a nose job. Okay, maybe it was a nose job. Off. Now, at the time, no one really made a deal about his absence because
I never knew that.
At the end of the day, this was Kyrie Irving's team. I mean, to give you an idea, the city of Boston and Kyrie Irving were so intertwined that Nike released.
So Kyrie could have got the surgery way before he would have been back in the playoffs. They would have been ready. They would have been, you know, it would have been they squad with Kyrie versus Bron. I like the odds. Y'all like the odds? You feel me? Kyrie, you know, he wanted to go back home. He wanted an early vacation. That's what it was. That's why they don't like you.
It's this commercial of Kyrie Irving.
My mom passed away when I was young, so my dad had to raise my sister and I alone.
Give me that.
He was a great player. He even tried out for Boston once. But he sacrificed his dream so I could live mine. He's the reason I wear number 11. And I want to be the reason no one else will.
I'll never give up, you know that.
But year 2 would be a lot stranger. I mean, in October of 2018, Kyrie Irving was sitting around with Brian Scalabrine, and at this point, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with this clip.
It's quite important, and I appreciate that, Scout. I joined in, but I shared it with some of my teammates as well.
Don't tell me you about to start capping, bro.
And everyone else in Boston.
Don't tell me that.
You guys will have me back. I plan on re-signing here next year.
He said, I plan on it.
The Boston Celtics team was terrible. I mean, Terry Rozier was pissed off that he was coming off of the bench for Kyrie Irving when he was averaging 17 points per game for the Boston Celtics in the playoffs, en route to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics were doing this thing where they had a bunch of talented veterans combined.
Yeah, Terry was nice.
Very promising young.
But you're not better than Kyrie, though.
A lot of the young players were wondering why they weren't getting more minutes, and the cracks began to show. On top of this, Gordon Hayward was clearly not Gordon Hayward anymore. The player that was averaging about 20 points per game for the Utah Jazz wasn't really as efficient as a member of the Boston Celtics. So now you're paying him an obscene amount of money.
128 mil?
As well. Hayward averaged about 11.5 points per game during the 2018 to 2019 season, and right when All-Star break came around, there was something going on with Kyrie Irving. I mean, why is he so buddy-buddy with Kevin Durant all of a sudden? Could it be that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are trying to make a move to New York, where Kyrie Irving's originally from? Well, he's technically from New Jersey, but you get my point. Just go with it for narrative's sake. Well, when Kyrie was asked about that moment, he didn't really say anything that would make Boston Celtic fans feel better.
What I do in my life is my business. So it's none of yours, none of anybody's. It's not anybody's business, right? So it's a video of me and one of my best friends talking. And then it turns out to be a dissection of a free agency meeting. You get that? Like, do you get that? And then I'm asked questions about it. Like that's what disconnects me from.
Hey, Kyrie, bro, you don't gotta lie to us, bro. You don't have to, bro. We know. We see. When did KD become your best friend? Since when, buddy? I never seen y'all with each other, bro. Now y'all best friends because it's All-Star Weekend. You try to find a new team. He try to find a new team, bro. It's good. It's good, bro. Just be like, hey, I was looking for a squad that's going to fuck with me. You feel me? That's all you got to say, Kai. That's why the Boston niggas don't like you, bro. Because you supposed to come over here and do something that wasn't done. But look at you, bro.
From all that.
Kyrie's a capper for sure, though.
I always thought at the time Kyrie Irving was a world-class gaslighter. And
he's a capper.
He kind of matured more recently because he's in a better place. Just going back to this era of his life kind of makes me understand why people didn't like him in the past. But he'll continue to say,
it's just crazy. You know, this is the stuff that just doesn't make the league fun. Like, it doesn't make the league fun. Nobody helps promote the league even more by doing bullshit like that.
He talking about don't make it fun.
What we're talking about, like, it's crazy. I guess that's what you want.
No. But the craziest part about this is when Kevin Durant was asked about this moment in 2020, he even said, the All-Star Game video where they caught us in the hallway, that's when it was solidified that we were going somewhere. They didn't know for a fact where it was somewhere. So this was Kyrie Irving.
This nigga be capping. It's not me talking about Kyrie be capping, bro. Kyrie doing all that talk. KD don't care. You know he got the burner accounts. He already been to new teams, bro. He know how this shit go. He do not care. He like, yeah, bro. We was basically like, shit, where you want to go? We can go to the Knicks or the Nets. You know what I mean? Y'all should have went to the Knicks. Fuck around here. Look, y'all should have went to the Knicks, bro. Y'all would have had more love there. You feel me? Kyrie be capping, though. We just caught him in 4K. Cap.
Gaslighting everybody. And this was the beginning of the end. The Celtics would make it back into the playoffs, and Kyrie Irving was good in the first round sweep versus the Indiana Pacers. But in the second round against Milwaukee, he just shot 36% from the field and 22% from three-point range. He averaged 20 points per game, 6.4 assists per game, and 4.4 rebounds per game. But he shot 4 for 18 from the field in a Game 2 loss. And he ended the series with a dreadful 6 of 21 shooting night.
Oh my goodness.
7 from 3-point range.
He was out there locking your little ass up, Kai.
5 in those games. And when he was asked about
who's that locking you up? Eric Bledsoe? And George Hill?
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? You know, the expectations.
He said who cares?
Are going to be sky high. And I try to utilize their aggression against them, and
still put my teammates in great positions while still being aggressive. I'm trying to do it all. So, you know, for me, the 22 shots, you know, I should have shot 30. You know, it really not great of a shooter.
Right when the offseason
he don't give
started,
no
Kyrie
fucks.
announced that he was signing with the Brooklyn Nets. And since then, Celtic fans haven't been the most welcoming of Kyrie Irving every single time he's attended the Garden. I mean, the first time he returned to TD Garden, he walked around the Garden and started burning sage. This is especially absurd when you consider this was a preseason game. He did it to cleanse the energy within the building, but right when he was about to face off against the Boston Celtics in the 2021 playoffs, he mentioned this about Boston fans.
I mean, it's not my first time being an opponent in Boston, so you know, I'm just looking forward to competing with my teammates, and you know, hopefully we can just keep it strictly basketball. You know, there's no belligerence or any racism going on, subtle racism, and people yelling from the crowd.
When you call this city's
Look,
fans racist,
he said that, bro, because he already knew what they was gonna say to him.
You could expect fans to treat you like
he didn't heard it.
Your name is called.
And this was pregame. Kyrie Irving came out to warm up. The fans booing him. It's his first game back here at the TD Garden since he left the Celtics. First game with fans. He played one earlier when there were no fans in the building. This is when he was.
It's during COVID too, bro. It's barely any people there, and they still booing him.
Series, and it was a very messy.
That's how you know it's smoke.
I mean, there was a water bottle
what
a fan threw at Kyrie Irving. I mean, Celtic fans really hated Kyrie Irving, but to be honest, he would go back and forth with them, and it was really entertaining as a basketball fan to watch this. The Nets would be able to defeat the Boston Celtics in the 2021 NBA playoffs, but things would pick up right where they left off in the 2022 playoffs. This time the Nets were in a much different situation. This is when James Harden was traded away from the team for Ben Simmons. This is when Steve Nash and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were begging Ben Simmons to check in for even 5 minutes, and he refused. Before the series, Kyrie Irving would say, "I hope we could move past my Boston era and reflect on some of the highlights that I left at TD Garden." And ultimately, that's not what would end up happening. I mean, for a guy that was burning sage, the fact that Kyrie Irving was draining threes and then flipping off Boston Celtic fans is hysterical to me.
Hey, that nigga said take that. Look at him.
Walking back to the locker room. He put them to a Celtic fan.
Damn.
Before ultimately Kyrie Irving understood his role in the city of Boston.
It looked like there were a couple times where you gave the fans the finger.
Where I'm from, you know, I'm used to all these antics and people being close nearby. You know, it's nothing.
Where you
new
from?
when I come into this building, what it's going to be like, but it's the same energy they have for me, and I'm going to have the same energy for them. You know, when people start yelling pussy and bitch and fuck.
Hey, if y'all like y'all in Kyrie position, bro, y'all, you know what I mean, you play Boston and they calling y'all you all type of names, what y'all is y'all doing with, you know what I mean, how Kyrie coming, y'all flipping him off, y'all calling, you know, y'all, man, fuck you, oh ass, you know, y'all saying that, or what y'all doing, or y'all gonna keep it P? Me personally, I'm with all the smoke. Let's get negative, nigga. Nigga say something to me, I'm on that. Guy go, and I'm Kyrie, what? I'm gonna be out there, tween, cross, tween, step back, bucket, nigga. Fuck you, nigga, that's how I'm coming, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's how, if you ain't coming like that, bro, you soft.
Fuck you and all this stuff, it's but so much you can take as a competitor.
You soft if you ain't coming like that.
You know, we're the ones expected to be docile and be humble and take a humble approach. Nah, fuck that's the playoffs. You know, I know what to expect here, and it's the same energy I'm giving back to them. This isn't my first time at TD Garden, so what you guys saw and what you guys think is as entertainment, or the fans think is entertainment, all is fair in competition. If somebody's gonna call me out of my name, I'm gonna look at them straight in the eye and see if they really about it. Most of the time they're not.
Now the Celtics have been the
super niggas really be bitches around here, Kai.
Their first championship since 2008. They're going up against the Dallas Mavericks, who are looking for Luka Doncic's first championship. And upon winning the Western Conference Finals, Kyrie Irving said this:
"You may have noticed that the finals will start in a place where you used to play, in Boston. You looking forward to that?"
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Boston's in the way in between our goals, so that's it, man.
I don't really know which version of Kyrie Irving we could expect here. I don't really know if the Celtics are going to
first game 1 version was ass,
where he's flipping off the entire arena as he's playing. Because even as a guy that criticized Kyrie Irving in the past, when you just take everything the guy was going through in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets weren't working out. He was dealing with these vaccine mandates. Everybody was scrutinizing him. And then on top of that, you go and face off against your old team and you have a bunch of fans heckling you. I mean, like, I could understand if in that case he got to a boiling point and he started flipping off members of the crowd, but it seems like Kyrie Irving's actually enjoying life now. It seems like going to Dallas was the right move for his career. He has a chance to win his 2nd championship, and this championship would mean so much to him because he did it without LeBron James. So I don't really think you could get Kyrie Irving to a point where he's going to react like that, but I have to admit, the history between Kyrie Irving and Boston is very entertaining. So let me know in the comment section.
Hey, bro, what y'all think, bro? Y'all think it's real beef? I think Kyrie really got beef with Boston. Like, when he retired, like, he's still not gonna like Boston. I think he really got beef with them. But is you gonna, like, you gonna let the beef mess up your gameplay, Kai? Like, is you cool? Can you hoop today? If I put some money on you, is you gonna hoop, Kai? What the fuck? That's the real question, cuz. That's the real question right there, bro. If I put this parlay in on you, bro, is you tapped in or what? Nah, bro, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. That's the end of the video, bro. If y'all like some more, if y'all like videos like this, drop a like, subscribe, you know, let me know something. You're on the way to 10K. Drop videos every day. I told y'all I won't miss a video, bro. What'd I tell y'all? I still ain't missed a video all summer, nigga. But I'll see y'all, boys. I'm out.